What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to what news is like in Canada versus the United States. So, this really caught my attention because, the idea that depending on where you live, like in Canada, for instance, the news can be different, like the way that they deliver the news or the subjects that you choose are different, or I don't know. So today, I really want to check out this video here of American comedian Josh Johnson talking about what he has noticed during his time in Canada about Canadian news versus American news. So let's take a look.
And I've been coming to Canada off and on for the past 2 weeks, and I've been reading news of the places that I've been going to, and let me just say, truly, it has been so sweet.
Huh? Sweet. Like he's talking about the Canadian news that he's seeing. Cuz I guess as a comedian he like tours around Canada as well. The news he's seen has been sweet? Like nice? Like wholesome or
It has been fundamentally adorable.
okay. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I mean, I think that's a good thing. Honestly, it's a fine line. I think it can be quite a fine line because there's a lot of Americans who have a stereotype about Canadians that you guys are very nice, very polite, but it can go like even too far where it's like, oh, Canadians are so adorable, so cute. And it's like, comes across as condescending, I think. So you gotta be careful about that.
To read and watch your news delivered with such earnestness.
Is that, I don't, is that supposed to be a joke? I think he's being real. I don't think was that supposed to be funny? Maybe to Canadians, that's funny because you can't imagine news delivered any other way. But that's an interesting insight right there. Um, News delivered in earnestness. To me, that means truthfully, sincerely, earnestly, which is how you want your news delivered. That used to be like a hallmark of American news. I think like when my parents were kids, like back in the good old days or whatever you want to say. Like here in the US, people really, really trusted their news and really trusted journalists. And that has definitely changed a lot um, as the years have gone by, culminating in now where, geez, I mean, I, I can speak for myself personally, but I think I speak for a lot of Americans when I say we don't have a lot of confidence in many of our news reporting, even our national news, or I don't have a lot of confidence in American news, our ability to be unbiased. And even now, with like Donald Trump as president, it feels like that's influencing the way news is reporting. Like some news trying to make him look good somehow, or even our government's ability to not let the news report everything, or our government's lack of transparency. I know I'm ranting a little bit here, but when he said he enjoys how earnest the Canadian news is, as in like straightforward, truthful, transparent, sincere, that actually, the audience is laughing, but I actually really connect with that. That sounds great, actually.
As if these are real emergencies.
And then the other funny thing is, I'm taking this very seriously, but obviously this is dressed up in a comedy act.
They're not. I guarantee you they're not. To just. to ju-
What?
the way. Oh, okay. Even today, I went to Montreal, went to Ottawa, Calgary, and I
Okay.
was in Ottawa, and whew, just watching some local news, reading an article, and it was like a man was pulled over speeding.
Oh, I see. Okay. Perhaps that's more the point he's trying to make. In Canada, I mean, this is local news. There's going to be a difference between local and national news, but I will say local news in most parts of the United States is typically pretty depressing. Um, Obviously, we have a lot of crime, a lot of gun crime, and scary things, and we have some pretty extreme things happen even on the local level. So it's I've literally never heard a news report about speeding. Is that actually true in Canadian news?
I mean, where are you off to in such a hurry, buddy? Is the car not enough? Is the vehicle not enough? You have to punch it. Maybe you should have left earlier, all right? Maybe think about that. Think about your own safety of others, Speeding.
So speeding made the news? Is he serious? Is this a thing? Speeding? I mean, you shouldn't speed. It's against the law for good reason, but I don't know if is that newsworthy? To me, what that says to me is that in parts of Canada, if that's the worst thing you have to report, things are going good. Things are going really good. If you have time to report the speeding, that's a great sign for Canada.
Now, look at yourself. Got yourself pulled over. Now you're late. All right? A man today was pulled over speeding, and when the police pulled him over, it turns out he had drugs in his vehicle.
Yeah. Even that wouldn't really make the news in most parts of the US, unless you live in like the most uppity well-to-do areas. Car pulled over for speeding and drugs, that wouldn't even be important enough to make the news.
I just think about the parents, I think about... Sure, he was 45, but where did this start? Oh, something must be going on at home, because marijuana is legal. He had drugs.
Oh, right.
He had narcotics. You see that news and you're like, oh, that's adorable.
I keep forgetting that weed it's illegal in Canada, like everywhere, right?
No. Meanwhile,
Oh God.
you'll turn on the news living in the States, and they'll just be, man in Kentucky found dead, just legs. We don't know where.
Yeah. I thought the meme was, I thought the joke was that it's always some guy in Florida. Florida is where all the really crazy stuff happens, but so he's actually saying like there's a difference between how the crimes are reported. Like in Canada, he's like, oh, you guys actually take it seriously. Even something like speeding, drug trafficking, and the anchor is like, how did we get to this? How did we get here? Like, man, was this person, what circumstances led them to this point in their life? So disappointed. It's like, you guys take it seriously and like earnestly, as he said. Whereas in the US, yeah, it's just like saying the bad things that have happened. Just trying to get through it, just a list, just saying the bad things that have happened. And that's about it. Not really any insights or self-reflection going on for us, I'm afraid.
We have no idea what happened to the top half. It is just legs.
See, I feel like if you watch Netflix, there wouldn't be all those riveting true crime documentaries if not for the United States doing crazy stuff, murdering each other. Like we wouldn't have all those documentaries. So I guess we got that going for us.
We're assuming it's a man. These could be any legs, really. We just sort of said man because of the size of the shoes, but while we're at it, let's just be on the lookout for anyone. If you see any top halves missing a bottom half, please call this hotline. You know,
Pretty much.
you see it. You see it all around. Even here, you know, come here, turn on the news, maybe read some news.
Oh.
You see people angry, distraught. They're Canadians in Calgary, furious, right?
What?
Interviewing them, and they're like, "I can't believe that our city. I can't believe that the province would put a sign right here."
Yeah. That's what is. I mean, it. That's really good. That's the funny thing. Humor has a good way of like also getting to the truth of things in a funny way where it's like it's funny because it's so outrageous. Like this is what news should be, or in a perfect world where it's like people are up in an uprise about a sign or like potholes in the ground or something. Like even near where I live, like I don't live in a bad part of town or anything crazy or like a bad city or um and there's a Walmart like 17 miles west, I think. Someone got shot in the front door of that Walmart. Like I went to that Walmart for years, and then one weekend, like on the news, or it was probably like Facebook news or something. Like they're like someone got shot in the doorway, and I was like, what? I've walked through that doorway like 100 times. That's weird. That's weird to think, and that's not even like a bad part of town. Like, what the hell?
A sign right here, like a sign right here.
You guys are upset over the sign.
Here for years. What are they thinking? This is what happens when you lose connection to the people, all right? Meanwhile,
Oh
in the
boy.
U.S., Trump has tried to defund Elmo.
He's not joking. If he's talking about like PBS Kids, or that really was defunded.
I didn't do it.
Seriously, I mean, oh my god, like, this is already a funny comparison, Canadian versus American news. The whole situation is just amplified to 1,000 with Donald Trump being the U.S. president. Yeah.
No, it's up for everybody. Bert, Ernie, Cookie Monster, anybody can get it. Nobody's safe.
No kidding. Seriously. I feel like Cookie Monster could get shot one of these days. Like, I don't. Anyway, not to get too morbid or anything, but this was funny. I didn't realize it was like it's like a comedy routine. It's meant to be funny, but there's a lot of truth in his observations and some interesting insight. Yeah, I think at its fundamental level, it's just really talking about how in Canada the news is not so depressing and bad, especially now. Which at least I can kind of laugh about, but it is genuinely troubling. And the way you guys think about news, deliver news, the things you focus on are clearly a bit different, and the sincerity or the focus of your news perhaps a bit different. So there, yeah, this was funny, but also a bit insightful. So I enjoyed it. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment, especially if you're Canadian, with your thoughts about all this. If this was a fair or accurate representation, a fair analysis of your news or the comparisons, that'd be cool to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canadian things that I've never seen, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.